Hey, this weekend past was International Tabletop Day, and my friendly local game store set up a little bit of a demo where people who own games could come in and show other people who hadn't played them before how to play. So I went and I signed up with a couple friends, and we showed up. The first game we played was an expansion of Pandemic called On the Brink. I ended up picking up the game after we played it because I liked it so much. If you haven't played Pandemic before, it's a game where all of the players play against the board game itself. So it's very cooperative in that way, and either you win or lose together, so it's a lot of fun. We didn't play with all the options in the expansion. It has 3 different levels of difficulty, but basically it adds new diseases and they're like super bugs, and it adds bioterrorism. It actually comes with quite a bit of stuff. Show you if I can get it open. But yeah, it comes with new rules and new icons, new diseases. The coolest thing is it comes with these little like petri dishes, which you can use to put your cubes in. So now it's no longer like a disorganized pile. You can put them all in a container. So yeah, I got to play a round of that, and then I went to go try to get into play some Dominion. I've played Dominion before, but I just kind of wanted to like shake things up in between games. But the hand was going really long, and they were starting another game of Pandemic, so I ended up doing 2 though. Around about that time, we broke for lunch, and the second round of games started, and we played a game called Escape, which I also ended up picking up. It's played with up to 4 people. 5 people. Escape is a dice game where all the players, they're kind of playing against each other, but not really, because you kind of have to work together to get through certain sections. It's kind of a weird give and take relationship you have throughout the whole thing. Basically, players roll die, and you can navigate through a randomly generating dungeon depending on what you roll. And you kind of have to collect these gems and then get out of the ruin in a set amount of time, and there's different obstacles and stuff to prevent you from just walking through the dungeon. It's a pretty easy game to get into, and it's a lot of fun actually. I was surprised when they explained it to me and read the rules. I thought it's a little simple, kids game, but it was actually a lot of fun, so we ended up picking that up. My brother ended up picking up Galaxy Defenders, and we went back home and tried that out. If you haven't played it before and you've played something like Descent or maybe Mansions of Madness a little bit, kinda, sorta, not really. It's kinda like that. It's your characters have stats and different items and different classes, and you have to keep track of all this stuff, and there's one person who plays against all the other players, and you have to complete a set of constructed missions, and depending on whether you complete a mission or fail it or whatever, the next one is either harder or easier, and it changes the storyline. So it's kind of cool as you go along and play a campaign, but definitely takes a long time to play. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed myself. Got to play some new games and pick up some other stuff that I haven't played before. How did your tabletop day go? If you want to share with me, what you got up to, or you want to suggest a game, feel free to throw it in the comments and I'll take a look at it. I'm always looking for new stuff to play. Either way, thanks for listening, and I'll see you later.